Alright guys, today I'm going to work on a hammer that pissed me off. I normally don't do this, but I was close. I got a pile of old junk tools over on the floor sitting in my other work area. I was working on a zero-turn rider and I needed a hammer. And I grabbed one out of that junk pile, and I normally don't do this. I grabbed this hammer, it was on here, and it looked like it was seated good. 4 hits, this thing goes flying off. Scared the crap out of me. Oh, I was mad. I knew better than to grab tools out of that junk bin. But anyways, I am going to, and there's a shim in there. I'm going to drag that shim out of there. I don't like the handle, it's a little long. I'm going to seat this head on here, and then I'm going to cut me a slot. I'll put a wood shim in, then I'll put the metal shim in. Clean this thing up, make it a good usable hammer. I mean, it's not bad, but it's mushroomed over on the side. Looks like whoever used it in the same position. You can see he used it the same way. I'll clean it up. I don't have a hexagon head like this. This was a new one. I think I bought this for like 50 cents or something like that. $1. I got less than $1 in it. But anyways, I thought it was a cool head. That's why I bought it. And then it goes flying across the room. Alright, first thing to do, put this on the wire wheel, then I'll probably scrape this down with a razor blade. What I normally do on the wood handles is I scrape them with a razor blade like this. Then after I get them scraped down, I go back over them with some 220. And then when I put the heads and everything back on it, I go ahead and linseed oil it. You know what? I don't like the end of this. I think I'm going to cut the bottom off and just clean that up. I think I will. I think I will. I don't like the handle anyway. It's a little long anyhow, so we'll do that. Let's go to wire wheel with this first. Sorry guys, don't know where I'm at in the video, got sidetracked, so here I am again. I'm ready to blue this head. I'm going to use this Brownell stuff. It's cold bluing. Yeah, put it in a cup. Don't double dip. Don't dip in this. It'll contaminate the whole bottle. Just pour it into a separate container. I don't know how well it'll take. We're going to find out. That's another one's not taking real well. That's the second time now I've had, and this is raw metal here. It's taking a little bit. It's not taking like some of my other tools have though. Yeah, it's taken. Not as well. Some of the other stuff I've done is taken almost immediately. I just I cleaned where it was really rough on the edges, where it was really dimpled, I guess you want to say, or bent. There's no maker's mark on this hammer. That doesn't mean there wasn't one. Not knowing how old this hammer is could be another thing too. Went looking through my toolbox. I do not have another one like this. It's kind of unique hammerhead. Supposed to let it set for 60 seconds, wipe dry. Yeah, there's some spots it didn't take. And I warmed this thing up. That might be the problem. This thing's still warm. I bet it's 100, 105 degrees. Yeah, it's warm. I wonder if that's something that I should have just left it. Yeah, I wonder if I should have just left it. One of the viewers said something about warming it up, heating it up. Yeah, this thing's really warm. I bet it's 100. It's probably more like 110, 115 degrees. All right. Grab my steel wool here. I should have just did it the way I normally do it. I try something different every once in a while just to see. I mean, my experiments ain't gonna hurt anything. It's just an old hammer. Just an old hammer, nothing super fancy. Let's put another coat on. Yeah, it's not even taking a second coat. Not even trying. Yeah, it's not even taking a second coat. That's weird. I wonder if it's because I heated it up. I'll just stop there. Waste of time. I'm not mad. I mean, I got my hammer. What did I do? Oh, steel wool. I misplaced it. You know, I laid my metal shim, oh, there it is. I laid that metal shim down. right, enough piddling around with that. I scraped it down with a razor blade, the handle. I cut the handle off a little bit, about 1.5 inches. It's a little better now, it's not as long. Now, I need to drive the head on. See how far I can get. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, lots better. A little bit more maybe. I'm cutting the roll over off. Yeah, see how gone down deep? I got my shim, my wood shim. See? Spread it out. I'm gonna go over on the anvil and hit it pretty hard a couple more times and then just cut it off on the bandsaw. Okay, I drove it further down, it's spread out. I like it. Now I'm gonna cut the top off and then put the metal shim in. All right, look at there. Now, I'm gonna drive this in slightly at an angle. Spread it. Here, let me move camera. Now that is spread. I like it. Let's coat the handle with some oil. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys will like this. It turned out really nice. I still got to put, you know, about 5 or 6 more days of linseed oil on the handle. I put a little old motor oil on the head, let it sit outside. I think it turned out good. Now it's a hammer I'm not worried about. The bluing did not take very well at all. It kind of gave it a, I don't know, antique-y look. You can see where it took dark spots and then spots it didn't. And I think it's because I heated it up first. My wife was about to cook something, so I put it in the oven, let it heat up. And it was hot to the touch, like maybe 120 below somewhere. I mean, I could hold it, but I could feel it really warm. But anyways, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think cold bluing would have been better. And then normally when I blue something, I take it outside, let it sit in the sun for a couple days. And right now it's perfect because it's in the 90s. So sitting on a black cookie sheet, it just gets warm after you blew it, and it just, after you put oil on it, it just looks better. But anyways, and the handle turned out really nice. I like the handle. and you can see where the old stickers were. It had some old stickers on it under that old oil. But yeah, it turned out I got rid of the ridges, but I didn't do away. I didn't want to take all the metal off. I could have got all the indentations and the nicks out, but there's no need for it. It's just a good used hammer. Now the reason I did smooth the edges off is after time it mushrooms, and then you can lose a chunk of metal when you hit something. So I just cleaned it up, made it a good usable. It's a good usable hammer. Nothing fancy, no name on it. I got less than $1 in this. I think I paid like 50 cents. I think this came from the pawn shop. But I don't even know what size it is. Hang on. Let's see what I got. It's 16 ounce. It's a little heavier than the 16 ounce. But still, it's a good hammer. It's cheap, usable. I didn't have to buy a handle. It's spread. It's got a good spread on the top. If you can see, it's a good way. I think it's going to be a good hammer. At least now I don't have to worry about the stupid thing flying off like it did on me. Anyways, good hammer, cheap, inexpensive. You know, you find these old hammers sometimes, you can get them for a real good price. Pick them up. You'd be surprised how well they'll turn out with a little effort. And I mean, it's just a good old used hammer. It's a very good usable hammer now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. If you like it, if you don't, okay, well, my video, I like it. My hammer, my tools, my rules. I saved money by repairing it and reusing what I got. Now I got a good hammer. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe if you like. Y'all have a good day.